morning, Robert. Good morning, Alan. I hope you guys are doing well. Have you? Question Friday today. Morning, Abby. I hope you're doing well. Hii Kaldina ngaya chama nyo. Today is Question Friday. Today is Question Friday. We ask all questions we have. Nandi, I'm going to ask you my question. Masa. Chris Da Vinci, good morning. Today is Director Mata Academy Mukono Nama. I hope you're doing well, guys. Today is Question Friday. So whatever question you have, you come on and ask it, and someone will definitely give you an answer, or many people will give you an answer. I'm also going to ask you my own question very soon, Masao. Today I am helping someone get a car as well. I'm going to post the Harrier, by the way. The person I helped buy the Harrier sent me pictures of it. I'm going to post the pictures of the Harrier today. And then today, once we buy a car, I'll also post it. My question today is how to go to scrap business of accident cars. You want to specifically deal in scrap or deal in accident cars, because I personally think that those are two different businesses. A person that deals scrap, like there is a mabati that is old and they can buy it and they measure it and then they take it to the factory and then they also sell it at a profit. That's one business. The other business is the person that deals in motokazo kutema. You get accident cars and then sell the spare that can remain. The good spare that remains that can be sold to other people. You sell it to them, and then the other you sell to the scrap dealers, which also takes some time because this car is a very big thing. So it will take you a very long time for you to need to sell scrap itself. Good morning, Umar. Good morning, Benjamin B. Okay, Benjamin saying, what are the advantages of international schools, and do they need to brain drain? Okay. Good morning, Cosmas. So guys, Abby has a question. How does he enter the business of scrap business and accident cars? Those are two different businesses, Abby, like I've said. So which one specific do you want to enter? Because Zanjawulo, and they all have different approaches. Because our top what in approach specific. But if you're specific about what you're going to do, then you can have a specific approach, which would in turn work for you. Good morning, Mr. Lekala. Benjamin B, I think these days, when you look at schools, national and international, they basically have no difference. The only difference is man. okuja konti the curriculum for international schools is international, and you know the international curriculum will basically have it will have more useful stuff for our kids than the national curriculum. But of course the national curriculum is also being reviewed. So I find that the national curriculum is also being made better, a little better. Good morning, Maximian. It's being made better, but international schools, I think the kid gets exposed to mostly the useful things, and there is a way those schools shape the kid. Etali ya bulijjo, etali yaffe nti omwana ow'emyaka enaayina ebintu by'aba alowooza ne by'aba ayogera nga ffe abaasomera mu Kitebi primary school twagenda okuyiga obikola nga tuli mu senior 2 naye ng'omwana wa myaka ena yabikola. So I find that international schools are definitely much better. Naye ate si buli somero erikakaka mu international nti iba international. Nange nsobola okukola ne math asobola gifuula math academy international. Naye nga tali ku international curriculum. But even the local curriculum, the Uganda curriculum is actually good these days. Bagenze bajja mu eliminating ebiri useless nga basigaza ebiri useful yokka. So Abe is saying he's going to enter accident cars because it contains spare parts and scrap too. I've from what I've seen and talked to people, what? So having talked to people that are dealing in that business, the first thing you're going to need is connection in police. Omuntu bwafuna accident, you're contacted, because there are people that get accidents and they decide, let me sell my car here and then. Then there are also cars that are sold by the IOV, Inspector of Vehicles. When your car gets into an accident, the IOV has to inspect it and say, okay, this is roadworthy. And IOV wagana okujiyisa kitegeeza sigala yewa IOV. Then the IOV is responsible to dispose of those cars as scrap. So we need to have all those connections. Of course, like Abby, government requires paperwork of logbooks. Yes, you need logbooks, because even an accident car had a logbook before it finally got into an accident. So when someone sells you an accident car, they are required to give you a logbook, because if they find you with an accident car in your shop or in your lot and you don't have a logbook, that's exactly what they are going to tell you. And you don't want to be in that position. Whatever the engine, you're supposed to have a copy of that, the logbook of the car where the engine came from. So yeah, good morning Hanifa, travel vlog. Good morning sir, I watched one of your past videos and I got the right time for your live straight from Djibouti. Thank you for being here. Last King, why are you retracting your comments? So today is Question Friday, guys. You can ask your questions. Just make sure it doesn't offend people. These days people get offended very quickly. We were having a discussion in one of the entrepreneur groups I'm in, and the guy was saying, I want to enough nobody very, very sensitive. Omuntu abeera ayina enviiri nga seesanirire ozogerako n'agamba you have offended me. Okitegeera abakazi bo ate they get offended so easily. The woman grows fat intentionally, but then you cannot say that. Apparently you have to say something positive. Kave bichi bichi. Okitegeera. So people get offended very quickly. Don't ask questions that will offend people here. Our generation. Sijitegeera. Good morning Mr. Edren Mugerwa. Good morning. Last King is saying good morning. Some advice of someone who wants to rent a car from a car rental. Those things, as long as you're going to be a good driver, go ahead and rent a car. But just don't rent a car. Don't rent a car and be a bad driver. Don't rent a car and be a bad driver. Don't rent a car and be a bad driver. Don't rent a car and be a bad driver. Don't rent a car and be a bad driver. Abasajja abapangisa emmoroka, that's their business. So, and some of them actually have comprehensive insurance. Some of them have comprehensive insurance. Some of them have comprehensive insurance. Some of them have a comprehensive insurance. But either way, era bw'otomeza emmoroka, era bw'otomeza emmoroka baba bagenda kusasula de walina comprehensive insurance. So when you're going to rent a car, it saves you in a way. Nti bw'oba oyagala vuga mu field eyo nga tolina sente zigula miliyoni 35 oba miliyoni 27, go ahead and rent it for like 200,000 and drive it and go. Okitegeera. Bw'oba oyagala vuga mu Range Rover naye nga tolina sente zigigula, go ahead and rent it at 100 or 200,000 ovugemu ogizeeyo. It saves you a lot. But make sure you go to a company. Companies have more civil ways of handling disputes, for example. Don't come to Arthur and hire a car from him, because Arthur, say, in case of any problem, Arthur might treat you badly, very badly. You may end up losing a friendship. They have a company, it's companies, it's their business, so they know all the troubles that can come about. In fact, they make you sign agreements. So just be sure to read the agreements and to take advantage of you, because just know in Uganda, we are going to fix our country. People are trying to take advantage of everyone in every corner. But you go to a company and rent. Their companies, what company? Airstrip, and it's all they do. They rent cars. Sometimes they give you with the driver if you want. If you don't want, you take the car yourself. Guys, questions are there. Let's try to answer them together. Let's try to answer them. There are also people that are in the businesses that we are talking about. So if you're in that business, you can talk about it. Probably even tell people how the services you offer. You don't take advantage of my people here. It's okay. The business or the phone. Is it viable to buy a house sold off by banks, then renovate and sell at a profit? I find that it's okay if it's your business. If it's your core business and you definitely know how to do the math, that's your estate. It's something that is viable for someone that knows how to make it work. I realized that selling a house is one of the hardest things ever. When I was selling my house in Kasangati, it's one of the hardest things ever. Because people would be asking questions like, why are you selling? Why are you selling? Why are you selling all the time? I tell them, I tell it's even harder to sell it. But if it's your core business, then I know that you would know how to market that house. But if it's not your core business, you may get frustrated. But selling a house is harder than selling a plot of land. Selling a house is harder than selling a plot of land in Kalu. Someone may sell a plot of land at even the same price as you're selling the house and sell the plot faster than you. A house has a lot of questions that people will ask. But business, because you may sell a house for 2 years. It's not something that you will invest in in 6 months. Yes, you can sell it in 6 months. But most of the times, abantu abasinga benda batunda amayumba ayinza nogitulira 4 years ng'ate bwagisala ssente kitegeera. And if is it worth to get a building company to build a house? It's better to get these daily village builders. The companies are much more expensive, and if you find a dishonest company, you'll lose a lot of money. But people were honest, companies would be a better option, because then they do quality control, they do your work faster, your work will be neater because they want to refund all. But I find that most of our people in Uganda are dishonest. Opangisa company ate nebbachi nebabba material. Is there someone that has used a company here and a company to construct? If you have ever used a company to construct a house, tell us what your experience was. Yeah, I find that in our Uganda here, most people are dishonest. Simanyi lwaki. Baba abanonya wakubira. Ate senga they do quality work. Naye akubba n'omulimu na. You find that if you are available, get an architect to draw a plan for you, get an engineer to assess and probably come and supervise once in a while, and then get fundies. Because never engineer na bonze na ina engineer ku nyumba yange engineer nyini nasoma ku plan yange bamala okujira ate wantu asomeyo tumenye nimugate mumenya ku sente zani, and they are not remorseful at all. Yeah, after there is something that came on YouTube now. I can laugh and cry, not by comment. Sina chitegera. Hey, so the comments you can actually respond. The what? The what? That's what? Good morning, Bashir. How are you today? I hope you are doing okay. Guys, what kind of advice you give to a friend of mine? He is still hustling, but he has so problematic girlfriend. Always has lots of problems. Auntie Malaya Chibuzo Edwin, hi bro, why do you discourage people from going for Uber? Because I did Uber, so I know it's not viable. Personally, I did Uber. Najikora na ina vitizi yangu almost impia. Nentukanga sola najikanika. Atenze esere byonga n'abasabaze ba Uber banji. Kana abasinga baguze moroka. Okay. And there are many problems solved, but she's not cheating. She's a Mazda. Okay, guys, Edwin is asking for advice for a friend. His friend has a girlfriend that has a lot of problems. Tebigwa, yebu said about in ebizibu. Yebu said about in ebizibu. So and Edwin is asking, what advice would you give him about that issue? The girlfriend is a Mazda. She's not a Toyota, she's not a Mercedes-Benz, she's a Mazda. She keeps eating the money. She doesn't really eat the money, but she keeps having problems that come popping up. What advice do you guys give Edwin's friend? Personally, I'll give you my view later. When someone is live, those emojis by the side are now on YouTube. Hey, these guys are continuously like trying to improve copy and all that to make experience better for the viewers. Then you can give better responses to the person that is doing the live broadcast, things like that, I think. Hey. So Hanifa is saying, let the guy create work for the problematic girlfriend so that she can solve some. I do know Chidabi. Your mkazi web is business. But me, I think if it's what a bit wow, your mutually problematic, you take it wow, take it. It ain't for Erangaza, baby that. But Nangamani Moroka Yamazida. Oh, gofu. Nkasubire ku settlement. Milioni nga 18. Akalungi 18 kwambuka waggulu. 18 kwambuka waggulu. 18 kwambuka waggulu. Abatunda 13, 14, 15 abasinga emmoroka ziba nabo zibatawanyiza. Naye olwokuba town S already bagiseera. So kati naye abagenda kugiseera. Okitegeera. Good morning, Pascal Joseph. Most of us, we are dating broke girls and we are the ones to do everything, even at their home. But since they are the ones who give us peace, nothing to do. Exactly. My driving permit expired. What's the renewal charge? I think and you can get your permit in like an hour, sometimes even less. Price of a good fielder, I think I used one around 25, 26. I have one family member selling a Toyota Caldina. How much do you think he should give you? Depends on the condition, but around 5, 6, sometimes even 4. Caldina people don't really want to drive the Caldinas, eh? So I've spent a number of days number of weeks actually. Busy to gym, but give the girlfriend money and tell her, babe, all your problems are solved, and also advise her either solve them at once or start a business to be collecting money from it to solve problems. Okay, bro, good morning King Daniels. Komunjara James Arthur, morning. Price of Toyota Primo and your comment about it, comparison with Toyota Fielder, all new. Those cars both have no problems. They don't. Engine is it's just that it's just a preference. Depending on which year, which model, which engine is in there, mileage, who is selling, if you have brokers involved, the condition, budget and class, budget accident, and all that. So many things are involved. Hey, no fighting. Be good. You tell him to stop. Foresters also have VVTi engines. They have a version that they have a version of VVTi. It's not really VVTi for them, but neighbor in a version, yeah. But I think even Mitsubishi has, even Nissan has. They have their own names for that. And whatever VVTi. But Peter, I'm back. I've been back for like 2 days now. I was just very, very tight at my 9 to 5. Where can I find the Okonko play video? I think it's on YouTube, but of course not mine. Me, I don't record. If I do live plays, you have to watch the play live. I don't record plays. Yeah, but I'm working on a TV show. It's what has been making me busy, and very soon I'll tell you when and where to watch it. Yeah. We got done with the shooting last night. And then we finally got done with the shooting. That's why I wasn't doing the live broadcast, because I would work up to like 3 a.m, sleep up to like 5, and then bring my kids to school, and then go back and then work again. So very soon I'll tell you where you can watch my work. Yeah. Arthur, how is Nissan Juke? Someone is seducing. Don't buy. You just go online. Gatonna bana kujja Kampala wano. Abazigulanga mpya bali abazungu. Bobe nyinyi bazikaba. Ate kati omuzungu agigula ku zero mileage bwabaji kaba kati gogigulenge liko mileage emitwalo 10. Ozo noba n'emirembe. Okitegeera. I will tell you, James. I'll tell you when finally the schedule comes out. Yeah. But personally, I direct and produce. I rarely perform. I only perform. But of course, I have a small role in there. You just have to follow the show properly. It will be very. So I was director producer. Togura Nissan Juke I neviona. Don't. I know that guy is tempting. It looks okay, but don't buy it. Does it mean that the Foresters also have an electric element for it? Yes, all these car manufacturers are constantly improving the same way. But they have different names for these components. Do you advise starters to drive a used Subaru Forester? Yes, if it's in good condition. Subaru is very... Yeah, I give you the phone? Are you going to call me? Okay, so I'm going to put airtime. But then you have to buy the minutes. I think I can buy the minutes for Airtel. But MTN, you have to buy the minutes. I have a book that I don't have. Someone will actually know man at a you want that? Someone? Sit down. Yeah, I'm going to get you the other book in the evening. Nana is not sitting down. Nana, you need to behave.
Okay, please come, let's go.
Okay, so I'm going to... I've been shooting. Like oven ku set. Kati njizayo je najije. I had a lot of kafankunari. My car is always full. There is a time a traffic officer yanyemeriza bwankwata antise ebintu mu moloka. Nemugamba naye afande. Bwe mba nyine ebintu ebyange by'enkozesa emirimu ejange ewaka. Ate nabyo mbipangisize pick up. Bwe bino bali bipangisiza pick up. Nti ngenda kuwa ekipapula. Nemugamba afande. Bwoba bw'osazeewo tetusobola kaayana n'aba traffic. Wa police mwe mwina amaanyi bwosazeewo kumpa kipapula kyo kimpe ngenda kuwa ekipapula mugamba andi sisobola kuwakanya mwe mwasoma amateeka and he did not give me he did not give me the receipt there and then yangamba agenda kukimpa virtually bw'ona okisangako teweewunya mugamba afande sina buzibu naye nze kyemmanyi yali ayagala nguzi kati waliwo ebintu ebitakyagabira mu nguzi. Arthur, how can I know a new tire or an expired tire? Few people talk about them. A new tire, Gina expiry. I did a video on how to spot expired tires, how to spot old tires. Whichever manyanti ompira gugulenga gwa mwezi oba miezi ebiri. So if you're buying a tire this is June, gulo mwezi ompira gubakola kali in March. You can buy a tire that was made in March. Ochitegeera. This year, March 2023. That's the tire you should be buying. To grow mpira ate gubakola in 2022 right now. That's how you know what it's date quiz. I did a video on that. You can go scroll through my videos and see how to spot an expired tire or an expired date of a tire. Which togura mikadde gitambudde those tires zikola loss oli akuguza yakoleka. Bwobange emotoka yo bayitiridde okukwata okuvuga emipiira egiweddeko parking emotoka osokono nyisende zigula emipiira emipya. Emipiira emipya jangeje emotoka yange no Corolla ja buli gumu gwa mitwalo nga 17 18 okitegeera basically tomalawo yadde emitwalo 8 okitegeera nga otudde emipiira emipya ku mmotoka bwe giba gya mmotoka nga Harrier buli mpira gwe emitwalo nga 4 45 ngutadde emipiira emipya ku mmotoka kyobola mbaga tokula mmotoka gy'otasobola kabwa tosobola kukwata miliyoni emu n'ekitundu eba miliyoni emu n'ekitundu emu nkaaga kugisa mu mipiira gya mmotoka kati gwe Harrier oba ogula yaki okitegeera. Then good morning, feel good music. Which car can I get at 14? It's in very good driving condition. Spas your old model, a vacuum pimpia. You can get a Vitz. You can get a Raum new model. Not perfect, but good condition. I'm looking at cars here that you can get. You can get a RAV4, the old model. You can get a Corolla like mine. You can get the Fielder, the old Fielder, the first one that looks like my Corolla. You can get a... That's very good money. But when you add the thing very good condition, then we have to be a little specific about but you can get a Subaru Forester also in very good condition. You can get a Paso in very good condition. You can get an Impreza. You can get an Alex, eri enkadde. You can get the IST eri enkadde, Ranex enkadde. Just don't be too specific about number plates. Tojana million 14 oganjagala UBE. Bajja kutomeza. This is the name of the don't be too specific about the number plates. But 14 million is good money, although you have to be very careful. Ngononye motoka okitegeera. You have to be very careful. Pasto Sienta is also no sobola okufuna, by the way. Pasto Sete we majeri, subject to availability definitely, but don't be specific about the number plate. Sometimes even the Spacio new model you can get, but don't be specific about the number plate. You can even get a Primo new model, but don't be specific about the number plate. You can get a Primo old model. Ndi mukufundira ku motoka ziri wano mukajjamu wano ndayo motoka kinda ajja kugamba. Nja kugamba we naba ndabye endala. How is VW Golf 4 1.8T? From what I've heard from Golf drivers, you don't buy a 1.8 liter Golf, you buy a 2 liter Golf. The 1.8 liter Golf will give you trouble. It's not as powerful for the kind of work that it does. So you're not good at 2 liter. Na era 2 liter bobe tobera kumpi na ba makanika. Obanga si mpya nnyo. Masigwa agitandikidde tojigula. Izo mboroka ezo German zinyuma gwagitandise from the bond. Okitegeera, but if not bera kumpi ne ba makanika. Oba yigokanika. Okitegeera. Good morning, Kisamo Jonathan. Like in UN and other organizations, they don't tell us when they do, but they are brokers. What about broker? They actually advertise, but when they advertise even in newspapers, on their websites, but because see a business Jolimu, so you rarely even know when those organizations are auctioning, but they do, they advertise. And the people that are in that business know. They even have insiders that call them, why we are going to auction very soon, and then they are ready. So that's why I said if it's in the seeing the business singer sigitegera ins and outs. Okitegeera. Kati abantu abali mu business yokugula motoka za auction boba manya, and they buy, you know, sanga the guys that buy that buy land, sell land cruisers, double cabin pickups, they always know when the auctions are happening, and they always have double cabins from those organizations. Okitegeera. Ne batunda ne bakola mu sente nyingi. So you just have to know the insiders, and they will tell you whenever it's happening. Good morning, Kaira Moses. Edwin, Arthur, I always water coming out of exhaust pipe. Yes, that's normal. That's complete combustion. Emotoka bwebanga efuwa mist, that's a very good sign. The engine is still very healthy. Complete combustion. Eyo kyamafuta bulungi. Efuna empewo ejimala. Chovola kitera kuba mu motoka ampe ne motoka enkadde zo nga bakazisiba engine, because kati awebe malayo. Yeah, it's very normal. I'm selling my Spacio old model UBB in very good condition. Can I get a buy at 17 million? Brother. Oh, 17 million. Omuntu afuna kati awo kyoba otundira kompozo oba otunda namba. Amazima gali nti kati goli muntu wange naye nzo omuntu bajjanga ina million 17. 17. Your new model never like USZ gives someone more value than the old model in terms of fuel consumption, in terms of comfort, in terms of peace of mind and all that. Especially your old models in your amoko kumafuta kusinga new model. So at 17 million is good budget to buy an old, because yeta ida gwa jajiguza wajivuga yo mwaka gumwe ebiri egena musala nnyo yesanga agitunda nga 10 okitegeera, because UBB been on the road for like 5 years okitegeera. So but I'm thinking you can get someone to actually buy that Spacio of yours freezy. Someone will buy it yeta abajja bataze ku wa Arthur pre-purchase inspection bana njogera nyama zima. It's not a very good quality. It's not a very good quality. Njogera nyama zima. Nenga, that's the fact. Nengo jamufuna. You'll get someone to buy it at 17. But 17, brother. But you'll get someone to buy it. Waliwo abantu abamunga bazaagala, eh? But you just have to take your time. Tojitunda mbwangu, jitunde ngabo weyagala. Okitegeera waganze nyinayo ka Spacio kanka UBB ayine 17 ajje. someone will definitely buy that car. Someone will definitely buy it. Na ye sabawano bakati abawano man. Can I get a wish? Kasulani, a wish at 14 teja kuba nungi nnyo, but you can get it. Tabo yatabeba nungi naye moroka za tabo mwalizeewaze. You don't really need a turbo car. You don't. Where are you going to use all that power? You rekinded the council, catching word of MRI. Hey, abagaro gula golf mnonye interview ya council Yunus. After a friend bought a wish UBC at 19. Esi ya kola olupira teba mubi. Chisoboka abantu bayine emikisa. Abantu bayine emikisa nti oli agenda nagula emmotoka empya ku sente z'otasuubira. Okitegeera. Egwo gwe bayita omukisa. But I can tell you that even a UBA nga it's in good condition toyinza gifuna ku million 19. Okitegeera. Ngeri in good condition. Personally being nti mbaddeko mu katale. That's normally what I've seen. Kati SC feel good music ojja kwebuza SC lwaki yakukola ku moroka empya eyo. Nze moroka yange ogiraba UAM. Saku bwe najigula ate nga najigula mu kyaleeri. I just refilled the SC and it makes me ice cold. Emoroka ya SC okola ebiseera ebisinga eba yatomeramu. Okitegeera. Ate kati abantu abamu ebiseera ebisinga, I'm not saying all the time. Ebiseera ebisinga abantu abamu emoroka ye bwe yatomeramu emutama. Naba nga takyajulirira mu mirembe. Kati nga alina jiguza muntu mulala atamanyi nti yatomeramu. I don't know if I make sense. And normally that's how you can get a new car very cheaply. Ntoli ebe mutamye. Naye nga emoroka y'ekigonna bagamba terina nnyo obuzibu. Ne bweba yakiko ogivuga gwe kasitoba nga tekikulya. Ate abantu abasinga ne AC tebagikozesa. Me, I use AC because I drive like 7 kilometers of Maram, so there is dust. Okitegeera. Naye moroka ezisinga nezina empya ojja nasanga mungu avuga UB general AC. So it's very okay. Henry Ojambo, I can't advise him on how much to sell his Pasio. Yamanyi the value of his car, but I'm just telling him that 17 is a little too high, and I've given him the reasons. Kati yawa amanya, I'm sure he has offers already. Kati wetu namukomu offers, but normally when you're selling a car, me have seen it over time with the cars I've sold. The first offer, omuntu ajja naga kwa sente bwezit ngatabaga ininze. Normally that's the highest offer you will get. Normally. Era ebiseera ebisinga omuntu kati olaba otunda million 17. If someone came and said I'm going to give you 15 million, brother, bweziba za cash zikwati. Ebiseera ebisinga, it's not always the case, but most times if someone offers you an amount to buy your car, that's the amount that car will be bought or even less. So ebiseera ebisinga, if you're selling like a car, you're selling 20 million, someone offers you 17 million and 17 million is good for you, get the money and go away. Otherwise, you'll end up selling it 13. I don't know how these things work, but it's not just me. I've talked to plenty of people that deal with cars. Okitegeera. Ebiseera ebisinga omuntu wajja nakuwa sente ng'oyita zikwate. Because ojazigana, and somehow I think it's because wano bw'oba otunda weeyagala oba tonnafuna bizibu. Naye awo ofunira ekintu ekyagala sente nga mutuufu kyolina ky'otunda mmoloka. Ne bagikuwamu obusente nga butono kakali gayi yali ampe 15. Okitegeera. Oba gayi yali ampe 18. Someone was asking me about that car. Do you remember? Toyota Blade. That's a performance car. Erimu engine ya cc 12 It has a lot of power. Naye n'okunywa kwetadde. It drinks fuel like it was sent to drink it and finish it in the petrol stations. Yeah. So Henry, I've tried to advise him. I cannot tell someone how much to sell that thing, but I'll tell them looking at what is in the market. Yena amanya. Good morning, Uncle Salmina. I hope you're doing well. Question Friday, guys. Question Friday. Edwin said he has a friend of his who has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend ever has money problems. Thank you guys for being live. I can see we are 44 on the broadcast. 44 people on the broadcast. That's nice. Thank you for being there. Don't forget, I do pre-purchase inspection. Pre-purchase inspection. If you're going to buy a car and you don't want to make mistakes, I'm there. I come with a mechanic and we help you make the right decision, not only financially but in terms of quality of the car. Nebata kutomeza because abantu banji baba tomeza munange. I've been giving an example of the guy owara twasanga bagenda kumuguza rafu ya million omwenda bagenda jimuguza 16, and for him he was okay. He was ready to pay. He was actually just saying, Arthur, you take those cars, if they are nice I pay. And then we told him, but the car they are selling to you at 16 should be 9 or even less. It should have been actually 8. But I don't want to belittle people's things too much. Actually, that very day we got him a better RAV4 at 9 million. But you can imagine people save that much. There is a person go to us and yenga mobanka ya jeo da million ya abili. Nitumfunile moroka kumilion kwa bili nechitundu. Then I remember there is a guy to agena na him pre-purchase inspection. The day we got that man the RAV4 na inaba antu babili. So we went with that particular guy. Agenda na tukebere moroke ya soka. Kati nitugenda tuyambeko ni RAV4 afune RAV4 ye. Ono guy go twale kawa no mukibanda nga akebera ne bakuboli. Ne bamuguza moroka million 17 nga yali inakuba ya 13. Okitegeera. Actually ye amara okugula moroka yagisasula na kiro. Yagisasula kiro. Ngeno mukubire simu zange atachaze kwa atandoza nga bamukubye ekikopo. So he paid 17 million for a car that was 13. Then the next morning, Nemuereza sent us a pre-purchase inspection because he had given me his money. So I gave his money back. Then I called the people that sold him the car. He said, the guy told me on Kuminamusamvu. But I remember very well I had talked to the owner of the car. The car was 13. So my service, I charge 400,000. It seems like it's a lot of money, but trust me, for the people that have saved, Bobo end up saving $1 million in Gabidi Kunya. 400,000 is very little money. Gorumo inzo kwagala saving emitwala ana nogena bakati ngoye go baguze 17. You can imagine he spent 4 million because he wasn't patient with me. The next day I actually sent him back his money, and that very day omanyi ebintu bagamba nti no sente zigwa mu nvubo namudiza sente, and that very day someone gave me money to inspect. Actually the mobile money I used to deposit money for him. The owner of that mobile money gave me 400,000 to go and inspect for him the next day. So nazayo sente zoli nenkole ezomulala. And the person that I bought, that person in upper cent that very day is still very happy with his car. So majority of the people that I've not had anyone that is not happy with the choice of car we made for them. So far they are happy with their cars. Like that person of the RAV4, the one that we got RAV4 at 9 million, drove that day and went to Soroti. And that person did not know me personally. He was recommended by someone that watches my broadcast. I'm gonna know you go to this guy. So, but he got my number and Amazotu Kamba broker. Then he called me, then I went there to check for him. And then that's when but then he drove to Soroti. That's why we bought it 9 million. 16. The engine needed to be changed. So he told him, why are you buying a car that needs an engine change at 16? Let's go buy one at 9 and then you buy an engine at 3. But then he has never changed the engine. Engine. Because sometimes the engine that's what happens with most of those cars. Ipsam, RAV4, so kati oina just kumanya how you make your choices, and that's why you pay me for pre-purchase inspection. Tujane tukutegereramu kubyota tegera omanyi ebisere ebisinga bwotamanya nti oina byota tegera to progressing ambulamu osigala mu kifo kimu kwengolowooza omanyi nnyo naye katokola ki. Me I consult a lot. Nze yesimanyi I pay people, by the way. I don't consult for free. I pay for people's time. Sagala omuntu atuuka agambe nakuwa amagezi gange naye mba nagasasulira okitegeera. So I make sure to pay people for consult. Ndamu wange nakuwa ebinya by'ekiteezi oba mubeerawo mutya bannange mwekalakaase Hami Black bannange ebinya by'omu kiteezi buli we tuyitayo ne mukyala wange agamba omutwe gumuluma kiteezi wandibadde wangu naye maama oluguudo olwo baali lukoze mangu. But I hear they want to do it. Engineer Bajaji Salmin. By the way, our guy wara fogo twajira yaje ne Uganda avuga boda But when we told him you will have to change an engine, Muganda we namugamba mu bajaji waliyo engine ezebichupuli. Tebakuze engine eyebichupuli. Namuga ne mu moroka ngateri engine za bichupuli. But all in all gwe chobo manya nti ya saving akasenta akawerera ddala. Ya saving akasenta akawerera ddala, and that's why you pay for pre-purchase inspection with Arthur. How does the mileage change to 0 after changing to a new engine? No, it doesn't. But you have a new engine. So you can go and buy the odometer and you put a new odometer. But the mileage doesn't go down. Hi Arthur, it's the third time I'm asking this. I have a Toyota Nadia 3S FE engine. Excuse me, but whenever the engine close to 70 kilometers per hour, rev is 3,000 even on a highway. Is it normal? Just tell your mechanic to try and fix that. Because the rev is also subject to the chigere. How do you accelerate? You need to learn to accelerate a little smoother. And then so you go to your mechanic and you tuning him. When your car is idling, let me show you. When your car is idling, whatever idle yange weri, eriku 1. When your car is idling, it should be at 1 or below. When your car is idling, it should be at 1 or below. It should not be above. Then we'll take a mugi and a younger and a kako. So that way we're in your million. I tell you, we're in your million. Go when you need for Kurabanga, a gear, a choose Sakati Morokas automatic. Gear, a choose Zemo 2.5. Which take gear. I will in your 2, a choose Zemo 2.5. Banango, Mammy, going in the noise and Moroka to set that when I'm Gambia Musanga. I am Gambia Town could be the broadcast. Which take gear. They are constructing. So tulika wewe naenze ati mpite chitezinga ngenda matuka na imam why kai wata nebikopo byange why kai wata nebikopo byange why bikopo byange kati nachusize biko. Yes, I was putting a new clutch in my car, but I didn't document. I was busy nabade ku setting, I'm directing, you know, we bachusa. I try to personalize my work as much. Nti baba gendo kanike moroka yange agisanga wendi. So at the set we never dangerous when I say mechanic, and it was a different mechanic. Nabagama better ne mechanic anga babiri obaba satu. Na ifuna mechanic anga balungi. So kati ono mechanic yankozeko yabadde nabadde shooting ne muita najja na achusa clutch. I had my own clutch, by the way. I had my own clutch. Nzingina nenze jidida. So katira eyo yavuddemu ngenda gena nfune clutch endala mbeere nayo. So that I have a spare. Sometimes when I go to so and that's totally understandable. So question Friday, guys. Question Friday. You can ask all the questions. I have 8 minutes. Advise me on hybrid cars like the Fuel 2013. You can buy the hybrid cars. Actually, I have no problem. Okuja county Amanda Gabei Wegafa. And so far, I saw someone got hybrid food Amanda. Which take it. Namurabie. Namuraba. No. There's a time we were looking for over which cover Mercedes Benz, and then we found the person with the hybrid. Namanda Gafu the Kateriku engine in Jeddah. Atamanda Gabei. I used to want hybrids, but I find that it's no longer worth it. Why? Nti olabe moroka yangeno. Moroka yangeno ina engine in kadde. But it goes for between, a liter goes for between 13 and 16 kilometers. Nga engine infu. Kati say infu, but nkadde so nze njibaranti infu. I want to buy another engine. So just imagine if I put another engine, my liter would definitely go up to 20 kilometers. Which tegera. Kakati at a hybrid, it's sort of getting 25 to 28. The extra 8 kilometers are not worth the cost that you will invest into a hybrid and also having to buy batteries and all. Which tegera. Chibina motoka nwanyi nzitoina nacho ngamba nakavuga chibina anganya, but chibina motoka ye motoka emanye naku najivuga ngene bala nenko For a first car, I think Chibina would be better. For a first car, but when you're buying a Chibina, if you can get a Chibina that is 1.5cc, it's very rare. Nenga jeri era bagiseera mu abagina abagiseera bosanga Chibina ezawulijo ziri ku milioni 5 oli abagituna mukaga kitundu. But if you can get a that has 1.5cc, 1.5 liter, about 1,500cc like JK would say, buy it. But if you're buying a Chibina, buy 1.8 ogula to 2,000cc. For a first car, Chibina is better. Ipsa mwenye amuko kusinga ku Chibina. Hybrid is isobole enfufu. But it's just that abantu lwaki bakozesa enjaga ono mwana enjaga emugjeeko hybrid ezina buzibu na gundi. I don't own copyright to that song. I try as much as possible to write quickly, and we're trying to send customers things. Amina. How many kilometers per liter for Primo X? Eno ni modo esolo gena kilomita 15 kwa abi webana nungi 15 kati jibaye kilomita 15 kali to be on the safe side webana mu bulungi. I need one like you're starting small. Corolla yange waiting ya beimu imu kati nze yangu inakunkwata bulungi none gaida ntwale byanzo 15 inakunkwata bulungi. The team Beams 2000. Beams 2000. Actually Beams 2000 salmine so genda kilomita 15 kuba bwebanga nungi ngeri mumbeera nungi ojuwadde plug nungi and all that. But nange yesterday I was with the mechanic. We yatadde mu clutch emotoka yange. Najja mu plug zange zengula mu Toyota. Nangamba nange nzirina. Nenda bo musiru. Abakanika abasinga babadenga babi wakana mu plug eziri mu Toyota nabo zibayina ze basubule wakise. Ko busiru. Plug za Toyota Uganda zanjawulo. Lwakubanti tebamanyi. Plug ya Toyota Uganda bojitunye no katipe eno jekolera spark. Yanjawulo ku plug na abantu zibalina. But if it helps them sleep at night, it's okay. Otegera ate plugs za Toyota Uganda bweberanga iri original bojugula mu Toyota Uganda ya raiso okusinga ebweru okitegeera namula enda yadalanga mugwagwa tategeera brand yambala size ki yo mpira gwa brand gubaire emitwala 225 kitegeeza milioni emwe gwa wali ezimu zambala 16 enda zambala 15 bwezi tenenga zisinga za 15 nekati 16 obo oyinza okuyingira emitwalo nga 28 29 awo oyinza okweyongera mukko okitegeera. Yeah guys banange Edrin ankuddemu. Guys don't forget I do pre-purchase inspection bobo genda kugula motoka. I help you do pre-purchase inspection to make sure that you get a good deal tebakuba in terms of money, but also to make sure that togula motoka mbi togula motoka nzibe and all that. I also help you make the right decision because waliwo kugula motoka nga nkadde nenga it makes sense ne wawo gule motoka empya nga it doesn't make sense okitegeera. So mbera nga guardian angel I come with a mechanic otwaye emitwala anagoka. Our turnaround time is 1 day. Abantu abasinga abamuno lunaku luwera kati wahari yatwafune motoka eyo by midday. Twali tuzitambuddemu naye looking at the prices by midday we had made a choice and we made the right choice, trust me. Kakati no naye I'm hoping that by because the motoka jayagala eri nyingi eri nungi nyangu yakulaba ayagala Toyota Primo, so I'm thinking by 2 p.m. we should have a car for him. Kitegeera okasa anko kan yes it can give 15 kilometers. Just make sure anti bino byembaga bwolukule motoka bwoti genda mu Toyota Uganda genda ne chassis number bakwe plug eze motoka eyo eza Mark 2 ojazugula emitwalo nga 12 ziri plug mukaga okitegeera. When did 2 days change to 1 day? Not yachuka, but I have a turnaround of 1 day. The reason why I say 2 days is because abantu abambajanga kyayagala tachimanyi, so we go into the 2 days. Nayo omuntu bajanga amanyi kyayagala olunaku olumu lukumala abenakwe actually nenakwe birezo ziraba ekyakola limiti ennaku ebbiri because you know omuntu gwe nali naye n'atutawaanya nnyo ne tugenda mu lunaku olwokusatu ogenda okwesanga sente ze muzimalidde mafuta zonna nga mwe temufunyeeko ate nga naffe tuli bakozi okitegeera nga tuli bakozi so tugenda mu lunaku olwokusatu ate era n'amalira nga taguze emmotoka ne kaakati tafunanga mmotoka kati mulimu abantu abajja ne batusumbuwa that's why I limited to 2 days 2 days is the maximum for your fee okitegeera kati ate Peter I don't want you to come to me nga oze kunoonya mmoroka for 2 days ojja kuba ontawaanya lwansonga emmoroka ennungi mu lunaku lumu zonna oba ozirabye ekintu ale mu lunaku olwokubiri nti omuntu ayinza okujja ntulaba emmoroka ne yeekyusa naga no katugende tulabe ku ndala ng'obudde bugenze then we go into the second day okitegeera but normally it's 1 day is enough for a person bw'oba olina the right budget and the right car 1 day is enough even 1 day teruwera that's what I'm trying to say sagala muntu ajje wange nga azze kunoonya mmoroka for 2 days oba ogenda kummenya because me I know definitely I know that in 1 day tuba tusobodde okufuna emmoroka bwe tuba nga tuli focus we have the right budget Bukenya yo question nga sinagiraba gye baŋŋamba eh 1.8 si kibina kilomita nga mu 7 ku 8 njirabe abe kibina will go 7 to 8 kilometers So Edrin, I think personally this is my view in terms of your friend that has a girlfriend that has a lot of money problems constantly aba mwagala mu sente for starters I personally don't believe in solving my woman's family problems nti wapo abaliyo ebizibu ebyo bya family ye and especially morning please come in I believe that me if I had a daughter I would not let her husband solve my family problems. So I believe that if I get a woman, I'm not going to be solving her family problems. First of all, that's my belief. For me, my wife knows. They have to solve their problems. If your mom has a problem of 1 million, you guys get 250 so why would you bring Arthur in? Secondly, I believe that if a woman loves you, they even find trouble telling you about their problems. They find ways to solve their problems. They want you to also advance. I don't know if that makes sense. They want you to advance. So if a woman keeps on telling you problems, today they tell you this problem, then tomorrow they tell you another problem, I believe that they are taking advantage of your love. They know you love them and they want to take advantage of that to continuously get money out of you. And it's not a very nice thing. And I also believe that even when you love a woman, they themselves should try to find work to solve their own problems. If you're an ATM, because your friend is an ATM now, me, I would leave a woman that has problems any day. Because Salmin Agami and one of the women, I think, was it Salmin that said, as long as the woman gives you peace, you can't have peace if they keep taking your money. If the woman has this problem, then they have the other problem. You can't have peace. So me, I believe that it's time your friend either told the girlfriend to start working, or for me, I've never gotten a girlfriend that wanted money out of me. But I have this problem. All my women have been working. They know how to make their own money. You give them, but it's not like they have today's my hair problem. Tomorrow my mom has this. Tomorrow I tell my uncle. Tomorrow we have someone in the hospital. I tell we are going for burial. Come on. I find that as a young man, you will not progress in life if you keep having women that have problems all the time. I tell one thing you need to know about these women. They milk money out of you, and when they start looking good because their problems are solved, another man will come and steal them. But all your effort will go for nothing. But that's my belief. Me, I would never. Whatever women women don't want to date us when we have a lot of problems, we should also not date them when they have a lot of problems. That's my thought. Arthur, well done. I'm enjoying. I also like your English. The other times you said Bajaj new model spare are expensive. Did you mean for city? I don't know. I talk to border guys and that's what they say. The Bajaj new model is the one that is raised, that is a little bigger than the old one. I don't know those numbers, BM, city, but just know the ones that is bigger. The one that is bigger than the old Bajaj. My contacts in the description of the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Don't forget, I do pre-purchase inspection. I charge for 100k and you can save a lot of money by going with me. I've given you examples. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I'll be live at 5:15 p.m. Be there or be nowhere. Let me just go through the names in Basibule. 360 videos. Good. I did not see your comment. My name is Odong. As a first-time car owner, advise me between Nissan X and Toyota Spacio second generation, and thanks for always sharing the knowledge. 360 videos. I don't know if you're still live, but please forget about the Nissan X-Trail. You'll suffer by the Spacio. Robert Kabugu, good morning. Okay, 360. I hadn't seen your video, but I've answered you. 360. Robert Kabugu, Alan Mulindwa, Bukenya Abi, Martha Director, Martha Academy, Namamukono, Chris Da Vinci, Cosmas Agabe, Abi, Benjamin B, Umar, Mr. Play Color, Maximian, Mansour Hanifa, the last King of Scotland, Edrin Mugelwa, Firstborn, Mavo Gadget Center, Remy Lewis, UG, Bashir Mukalazi, October, Bana October, Wado Buzi, TMT GFG, Pascal Joseph, Chris Da Vinci, Buyinza Dennis, how are you my brother? Chirichite Chiduka Chafe, Henry Ojambo, King Daniels, Komunjara James, Frizzy 05 Barunji, Kasulani Peter, Nebiona Bruce, Caesar Rashid, Central Forex, Kasuja James Raymond, Feel Good Music, Tabo Frank, Chisamo Jonathan, Kaira Moses, Nkogede, Habari Mukamori also, you guys that are in Kamori, I don't take you for granted. Hami Black, Seviala, Kayanja Elijah, Amayo Filiam, Muloza Sibewa, Jack Kenchmanyo oli Mukamori nkutumide, ne Emma oli Mukamori nkutumide, Alec Isaac Wandera, the original gospel church. If I buy a simple and drive it only Sunday, can this spoil it? Gospel church. Dawood Mununule, thank you very much. Simon Rock, engine oil and stick. Thanks. Amin Karim Bravo. Banange, I want to see. Okay. Simon Rock is saying talk about engine oil and that engine stick. How does it work? I'm going to do a video where I show you live. I'm going to do a video very soon in Kurage. I want to see if my engine oil is enough. Naenga akatia kukariko maximum when engine is max up or when it's old, but you need to check in the morning at Onata Andika before you start the car. That's when you check the levels, no bali once over maximum level. All right, thank you very much guys for being live today and the Kamori guys, and if you're watching this video later on, thank you very much as well. Good morning. Hey Jerome, good morning. I wish you a very lovely day guys. I'll see you tomorrow evening 5:15 p.m. in the evening. Jakubando Zanvamu Gym. I wish you a blessed day guys. Ciao. Good morning.